All right, this is going to be my crazy Bigfoot story. So, I was hosting a ladies' camping retreat last year on tribal lands. It's one of the most beautiful parks I'd ever been to. And this was going to be in conjunction with a powwow we were all going to attend. I was bringing books for the children's reading program as well. So I'm setting up a day early before the other ladies get there because I'm the hostess site, and it's about I guess midnight, 12:30, and I hear screaming out around the lake, and I'm thinking to myself, God, it must be kids playing Blair Witch in the woods, something like this. The screaming continued, and if I was to describe it, um, never having heard a swamp witch before, it was this weird, deep, guttural scream that I would suppose a swamp witch would make. Okay, so that was my first kind of reaction. Um, I go to bed and I call my husband, and he can hear this through the phone because it's loud and echoing, like I said, all the way across the whole lake. Um, and I told him, I said, dang, I wish these kids would go to bed. I want to go to sleep. So I went ahead, took my sleeping medicine, and went to sleep. The next morning, I'm up at the camp store. I'm buying some bait and ice and all this stuff, and I tell the camp manager about the screaming last night. And he asked me what time, and I said, 12:30. And he says, that was Sasquatch. And I thought, okay, you're definitely kidding me. You're pulling my leg. And he says, no. In this area, he says, Bigfoot is very integral in the Native American culture. It is considered a spirit animal. And he says that a television show that does this Bigfoot hunting comes there twice a year, October and May. And they had found footprints near the dumpster that they thought were Sasquatch just a week or so before I was there. So I thought, okay, that's very interesting. This will make a great camping story. But I still, like I said, skeptical. Um, During the powwow, I met up with a police officer who was going to help me get my books to the program director for the children's reading program. And I was kind of recanting my story, or retelling my story to him of what had happened. And he said to me that this was the only police force he had ever worked at that had a special code for Bigfoot, a radio code. And they get over 400 Bigfoot sightings a year. He says, here it is a very real thing. So that's definitely something to think about. I'll be hosting another event there this June, and we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I may not be a 100% believer, but I have started a collection of Bigfoot stickers and little things. Because it's, like I said, it's a great tale, and whatever it was, I'd like to believe that it was Bigfoot.